In 2019, Donald Trump wanted to buy Greenland. The world laughed. Fast forward to 2025, he's back, and this time he doesn't want to buy it. He wants to annex it. Yep, annex. Just when you thought geopolitics couldn't get more dramatic. Welcome to the Arctic chessboard.
People really don't even know if Denmark has any legal right to it. But if they do, they should give it up because we need it for national security. That's for the free world. I'm talking about protecting the free world. You don't even need binoculars. You look outside, you have China ships all over the place. You have Russian ships all over the place. We're not letting that happen. We're not letting it happen.
Let's rewind for a second. In case you missed it, Greenland is that massive island sitting between North America and Europe. It's part of the Kingdom of Denmark, but it has its own government, its own resources, and increasingly, its own global influence. Why does everyone suddenly care about Greenland? Well, under all that ice, and yes, there's still a lot of it, there are resources. And not just any resources, we're talking about rare earth minerals, the stuff that powers electric cars, wind turbines, smartphones, and oh yeah, military technology. According to estimates, Greenland could hold over 38 million tons of rare earths, plus up to 17 billion barrels of oil buried offshore. And in today's world, that makes Greenland one of the most valuable pieces of frozen real estate on the planet. In 2025, Trump reignited his interest, but this time his language was a little stronger. He called for the United States to annex Greenland, claiming it was vital for national security, economic growth, and of course, protecting American interests in the Arctic. He even talked about Greenland's so-called seismic shadow, basically a strategic location to monitor Russian submarines under the ice. Now, as you can imagine, Denmark wasn't exactly thrilled, Greenland itself even less so. NATO, let's just say, alarm bells were ringing. While Trump made headlines, Canada and Europe made deals, quietly, strategically, and without the Twitter drama. Enter Greenland Resources Incorporated, a Canadian company. Alongside Amarok Minerals and backed by European capital, they've signed multi-billion-dollar agreements with Greenland to mine critical minerals. These projects fit perfectly with the European Union's Critical Raw Materials Act, basically Europe's plan to reduce dependence on China and secure essential materials for its green energy and tech industries. And Greenland? Well, they've been busy passing new laws too. The Greenlandic Parliament approved legislation that ensures local employment, profit sharing, and environmental protections in all major projects. Translation: they're making sure Greenlanders actually benefit from all this international interest and that their sovereignty stays intact. But Canada's moves don't stop there. It's all part of what some analysts are calling the Arctic Hexagon, Canada's growing network of mining, energy, and strategic partnerships stretching across the Arctic. Think of it as Canada's quiet, polite version of a power play. For the United States, all of this isn't great news. First, it disrupts America's access to crucial materials needed for defense, electric vehicles, and advanced tech. Second, it exposes growing fractures within NATO. The alliance is supposed to be united, but when Canada, Greenland, and Europe team up and Washington gets left out, well, that unity looks a little shaky. Meanwhile, China and Russia are watching all of this unfold with interest. The Arctic is rapidly becoming a new global competition zone for resources, shipping routes, and military influence. And Trump's aggressive annexation talk, it hasn't exactly strengthened America's diplomatic position. Instead, it's pushed Greenland closer to Canada and Europe and fueled concerns across the region. Even longtime U.S. allies are questioning Washington's approach. So, what does all this mean going forward? First, Greenland is no longer just an icy island. It's a major player in global energy, technology, and geopolitics. Second, Canada has positioned itself as a quiet but effective Arctic power, working with Europe to shape the region's future. Third, the United States faces a choice: double down on Arctic militarization, negotiate new partnerships, or risk losing even more influence in a region that's literally melting into the global spotlight. And finally, the Arctic isn't just about polar bears and glaciers anymore. It's about power, resources, and the next great geopolitical rivalry. In the end, Greenland might not be for sale, but the battle for its resources, that's very much on. What do you think? Can the US claw its way back into the Arctic game? Or did Canada and Europe just outmaneuver Washington where it hurts most? Let us know your thoughts below. And if you want to understand how China fits into this icy puzzle, check out our next video.